Hello everyone, and happy Friday. Happy Good Friday. Happy Easter if some of you are traveling. I hope this finds you either watching this and having a nice trip away, either with family or on vacation, or having returned home and transitioning back. So I'm just going to do a quick energy forecast, maybe pull a card or two for the duration of the month. Now we have fully emerged with all planets no longer in retrograde, at least until May 4th. We're through the eclipses, we're through the full moon. We are through taxes. Hopefully you all got your taxes done. Now that was all matrix stuff, like 3D stuff. I want to go kind of up into the spiritual a little bit, so I may play some sounds in just a second. And as I pull the cards into the forecast, I'm going to talk a little bit while I shuffle, just because I am in the energy. So for those of you that have been seeing me for energy work, you've probably been noticing I've been doing a lot more activating clients, activating people through my voice, through chanting. We're all growing in our psychic and in our abilities right now. And a lot of those activations are going to continue as we prosper. So what I want to say right now in the forecast just for the latter half of this month is there's a lot of convergence. There's a lot of excitement. There's possibly abundance coming in for some of you after a period of stagnation. There's not quite getting used to all of these new activations and energies coming in. So by the way, I'm going to say this now because sometimes I forget. Sound Bath is May 4th. There's 2 groups. That's when the planets start to go in retrograde again. That's always the first Sunday in the month. So if you want to come in for that, there is a link below, and I am doing my quarterly workshop a little bit late. So I did the winter workshop late. We're doing spring workshop a little bit late on June 7th. That's going to be a self-empowerment workshop. I'll talk a little bit more about that as it gets closer, but that does tend to fill up because I keep it really small, just like 6 to 7 people. So if you I think we have 1 spot taken already. So it's like either 5 or 6 spots left. Go ahead and sign up for that, also in the link below. So back to the energy forecast. So now we have this after this lull and all the stagnation and just kind of maybe feeling a little bit down, stuck, maybe a little depressed, low energy. We have this resurgence and kind of like, what do I do with all of this information now? I'm ready to go. I'm feeling energized. And so conversely, I'm also hearing rest. So take at least this weekend to, as much as you can, to rest. There is going to be new information coming through for you on how to dial through and how to continue with your manifestations. I would also daily, if you're not thinking about it through meditation, journal about the things that you are wanting to manifest and bring in, because powers of manifestation are palpable. Like sometimes you would have to it would take like months, or you would have to wait throughout the year to see things manifest, and now it's like happening in like sometimes minutes, days, hours. So be very clear and very intentional on what you were thinking about, and do your best to clear out of any negative tendencies or pathways. Like that's a huge message. I'm going to get to the card reading in just a minute. So one piece of the support I want to offer with what's going on right now is to take your time. I'm hearing it's like you take one step and then you see the next one. Then you take that step and then you see the next one. And I think for a lot of us, we need to know all the steps, or we need to be able to see 5 steps ahead. And they're saying like that way of thinking, that way of doing, that way of behaving is no longer. So that our thinking brains are not going to be the way that we used to think, operating in the same way. We're operating much more in the moment, not impulsively, but more intuitively. So stay present to all of the opportunities that are opening up. So I'm looking away from the camera because sometimes when I'm channeling, I just look away. That means just be open, be friendly, engage, be kind. You just never know what's going to come up. I recommended an app below that came from meeting a lady in a grocery store that asked me for some help. And she ended up sharing that with me, and it's become an invaluable tool for me. And I really didn't have time to stop and pause and talk to her, but I had an intuitive nudge, and that's funny because that's one of the cards that I pulled. I had an intuitive nudge to sit with her and listen to her. Okay, the first card I'm going to do, this first one is called Cleanse. And this card is your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take time out for some much needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean the house, or tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. Spirit is reaching out with this card to help you cleanse and detoxify your body, mind, and soul. Spiritual cleansing is an excellent way of extracting destructive emotions that, if left untreated, can cause depression, anxiety, and even addiction. This card is proof that you can take time out from your busy life to cleanse. Interesting, because I didn't look at these cards before I gave the message of, I'm really hearing rest being dialed through very clearly for everyone this weekend. This card is proof that you can take time out of your busy life to cleanse. Make a pact with yourself to commit to rejuvenating your mind by practicing positive affirmations every day. One by one, you'll purge the negative thoughts, which will allow you to return to a state of balance and harmony. Drink more water during this time and cleanse your body by reducing toxins such as alcohol, caffeine, nicotine, and sugar. Take some salt baths and get out into nature so you can breathe that fresh, clean air. Allow the natural world to infuse your spirit with healing properties as you cleanse and rebalance. You are a spiritual being as well as a physical being, so please honor both. Okay, I'm going to get into the second card, which is called Intuitive Nudges. Okay, and this is about the intuition is the language of the soul. We are all born aware with a profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts we possess, which keeps us connected to our higher selves, to the universe, and to our divine spirit. This card is coming forth at this time because we here in the spirit world hear your request for an answer. We ask you not only to seek guidance from us, but to listen to your natural intuition, which is interesting because one of the graphics that I posted in this newsletter is about intuition. So go ahead down below and look at that. I think it's towards the bottom of this newsletter. But also listen to your natural intuition that is sending you nudges. The answer is already waiting for you. You were born intuitive, everyone is, as a way of adding ever-increasing layers and years of responsibility to your physical world. It's often hard to peel back those layers so you can feel, sense, and know. I guess we have these burdens of adulthood, of paying bills and having a job and dealing with loss. It becomes harder to feel those intuitive nudges. And that's something actually that I help you with a lot through energy work. We ask you to trust and embrace what you're physically feeling as your body works in partnership with your intuition. And I'm going to tell you right now, your body is the first. That is how we calibrate intuition, is the first. I'm at a loss of words. Everything is first felt through the body. Okay, so notice how you physically react when you enter a room, how your body physically is reacting when you're talking to somebody, whether in person or on the phone, or physically reacting to information that you might see on the internet. Just that is your first, that's where the intuition develops, okay? You can feel it. You can literally feel it. Be aware of your dreams, synchronistic signs, books that may come to you, people entering your life, or even numbers that keep reappearing. I'm huge into angel signs, angel numbers as signs. You can see them on license plates, receipts, billboards. It could be just like a random phone number that calls you that has a pattern, like it ends in 444. License plates that say, I've been seeing 8888 this week, 444. It's been crazy. I saw 0000 twice yesterday on a license plate. That's never happened. That number sequence is very new for me. So look for those patterns. These are intuitive nudges. And once you learn to trust your intuition, you will see yourself in the world in a way that you never thought possible. So really take your power back during this time. Really, again, messages coming through, just try and stay away from like the influence of the media and the news. Like, these are all projections of our fears. All right, and I'll be seeing you next month for the next intuitive energetic update. I'm going to go ahead and just leave you with a little cleansing sound. And as always, if this message is hitting home for you and you want to explore it more, feel free to reach out for an energy work session. Until next month, take care.